A very warm welcome to a pristine-looking Selayang Stadium. We're in the northern part of Kuala Lumpur, and it's one of two venues being used for the Group B matches in the SEA Games competition. Earlier on today, we had two matches which saw victory for Vietnam over Timor-Leste at this same stadium, and there was a 1-1 draw between Indonesia and defending champions Thailand. For tonight's match, it's a lovely night, 29 degrees centigrade, 85% humidity, good for playing football. And Philippines and Cambodia are two of the outsiders in this group, although the Cambodians will go into this with a number of full internationals in their lineup and will be both hoping and expecting to bloody a nose or two en route to what they hope will be a shock place in the knockout phases. It is a really tough group, as I mentioned. We've got Indonesia, Thailand and Vietnam as the main competitors. Let's not count out Timor-Leste, although they were well beaten today, and also the Philippines. But for Cambodia, yeah, let's look at this as an opportunity. Just awaiting the referee to say, let's go out onto the field of play. For Cambodia, well, this will be the 5th match of the tournament so far. In Group A last night, Myanmar beat Singapore by 2-0, 2 goals by Ang Tu. Malaysia edging past Brunei by 2-1. Adam Noor Azlin with a second-half winner after Zulkari had equalised the Zafar Rashid goal. Earlier on today, as I said, 1-1 between Indonesia, who scored a penalty equaliser just after the hour from David Malana, and Thailand, who'd opened through Chaiwat in the 14th minute. And Vietnam scored 3 goals in the first half. Van Hau with a brace, Duc Chin and Kong Phuong scoring in the second half for a 4-0 victory over Timor-Leste. In this 16 group, the top 2 teams will progress through to the semi-final stages, but there's a round-robin match, and Cambodia, after this match against the Philippines, on Wednesday they take on, Cambodia take on Vietnam, while the Philippines take on Indonesia. And then on Saturday, the action continues, Thailand versus Cambodia, and Philippines taking on Vietnam. There is no easy route for the semi-finals for either of these nations. It's vital that you win the games against your supposed equals. Cambodia take on Philippines in the SEA Games at the Selayang Stadium. The stadium's had a bit of a makeover in the last 12 months or so. The pitch has always been perceived as one of the best in Malaysia. We will get an awful lot of wear and tear on it over the next week or so, as a lot of matches are played. Nonetheless, it's in good condition after being a venue for one of last night's matches. Cambodia will be in their more familiar blue, Philippines in their chain strip of red. I'll be able to give you the official team news once we've heard of the national anthems from both nations. Lord. national anthems enthusiastically sung. As the teams go through the traditional handshake, the match referee is from Malaysia. He'll know this stadium inside out. Nago Amir Nur Muhammad is the man in charge. Muhammad the ball in his left hand. As for Cambodia, they probably will start this match as favourites in the likes of Su Visal and Hoyt Falin. They've got genuine international players, Nubtola as well. Confirmation Harry Fakir on the line from Malaysia. Saro Singh from Hong Kong on the other side, and Sudish Kumar Pandey is the fourth official from Nepal. This is the Cambodia starting lineup. Unsairath will be in goal. In midfield, Hoy Falin will be trying to fire the opportunities for Sok Samnang, who's the main striker. And looking down the left-hand side, Samon Pido is one of the players who will be looking to provide width. Very often Cambodia play three at the back at the international stage. I'll be interested to see if Coach Leonardo Vittorini has decided to stick with that philosophy. On the bench, the likes of Numbure, useful player going forward, and Cheng Paul Roth. Look out for this young fella. He's one of the better young players, just 17 years of age. But really is a strong player. He played in the AFF Suzuki Cup for the full national team and was not at all out of place. Team captains are Soy Visal and Julian Clarino. Not sure how good Nago's Khmer is. Everybody on the same page. That's the Cambodia coach, Vittorini. As for the Philippines, they'll be relying an awful lot on the experience of Richard Talarak Jr. He normally plays as a defender when he plays in the Philippine Professional League. He may well be adopting a more midfield position here. Otherwise, it's a team low on experience, certainly on the international stage. And this will be a big test for them. On the bench for them, Marlon Maro, whose experience is limited to the Philippines. Not much international experience for Maro, even though he has, of course, got his international A license. Confirmation of Nago Amir Muhammad as the man in charge. So a victory for Vietnam over Timor-Leste, a draw between Indonesia and Thailand, the defending champions. One of these nations has an opportunity to go joint top of Group A after one match. Sparse crowd, so it's up to the players to make sure that they can generate the interest. That was Sinkakada trying to get forward down the left. Goalkeeper immediately out, and there's a collision. He's not happy, Ray Joyal. It was Braktiva who's still getting the dirty stare from Ray. Wasn't an awful lot he could do. He's just slightly late. He tried to pull out. Nubtola is the middleman of the three. On the right is Samon Pido. Flicked header. Tola clears. Nice little touch that was by Sok Samnang. Flick on by Javier Gayoso. Tola will take control and maybe give his goalkeeper Unsareth an early shot. Well, it's a poor pass from Tola. And this time he does use his goalkeeper. And there'll be no doubting that the Philippines will have an energy about them. This is Kuichi. Coulon beaten into the ball. That's well played by Tiva, Brak Tiva. There's an instant just off the ball. Brak Tiva was caught a little bit late by Kuban. Fallon playing very deep, dropping almost as a centre-back, the midfielder. Braktiva. Hack clear from him, but only as far as Choi Chanchev. Again, Tola it is who'll start things off. Fallon very short. A bit too much on that for Cheng Meng. Vitorini has certainly got his team playing at a certain pace in the early stages. Tola. Fallon. Philippines hardly had a touch so far. It's a little bit better. Maybe now they can break. De Bruyke. Kuichi. It was a combination of Kuichi just not being able to pick out the run of Kuban, which was a good run. Good pressure from Gadia. If the fitness levels are good for the Philippines, they will be able to keep this kind of pace up. There's a foul there once again, though, by Kuban. Quickly taken, Inso David. Gromond as well. Not an awful lot in that. De Bruyke just having a gentle word talking to by referee Nagor. So he just makes sure that he's the man in charge. Picked up by Inso David. And De Bruyke loses out. Brak. The skillful Sok Samnang. Developing a bit of a tradition of creating good centre forwards, and Sok Somnang follows in the likes of Koi Labaravi and of course Chan Patanika. There is Sok Somnang once again. Dispossessed by Dimitri Limbo. That's been picked off by Ichi. And Koichi has a chance to run, and Koichi tries to go for a speculative effort. Takes some real strike to score from that kind of distance. But there is an energy. Tola. Trying to start things off. Long ball over the top, very direct. A little shove there from Gadia. Oof, Clarino was put in a lot of trouble by his own defender. They've come out with the ball, and now De Bruyke's got a chance to break. He's got Kubon down the left-hand side. Here is Kubon. Clearly both teams trying to keep the ball on the floor as much as possible. Samoan. Nicely played in the triangles. Helped for by Soy Visal. Rack was offside. Just stepping in there was Christian Lapas. Flag stays down, and Lapas, did he put a hand there on the shoulder of Braktiva? No appeals from Cambodia. The referee wasn't interested either. Samon Pido. Flying into the challenge was Nuptola. And De Bruyke just flicked it off him. So that's Chuchanchev in the heart of midfield. Well, it's been a frantic opening 10 minutes with pressures actually little going on. Neither goalkeeper at all threatened. Huifalin. It's provided by Cheng Meng. Falin to Chanchev. Chanchev, if you look left, there was a chance instead. Brack tries to get the shot away. Goalkeeper Ray Joyle can pick that one up fairly comfortably. Putting a high ball in for Soksom, not likely to work. He's absolutely dwarfed by Clarino and Grommen in the heart of the defence. Talarak with the challenge. A successful one by Richard Talarak, and he clears. Very quick to the ball. Cheng Meng, Cambodia, dominating possession without creating anything, but pleasing on the eye. Samoan. Chanchev. Falin. Plenty of blue shirts forward. Nice little give and go. Samoan keeps going for chance. Good save. Braktiva one-on-one with Ray Joyle. And the goalkeeper's come up with an excellent save low to his left. But they had players forward. Excellent movement from Braktiva. And he tried to slide it into the corner, and the goalkeeper deserves a lot of credit. First corner of the night goes the way of Cambodia. And again, the goalkeeper, confident and competent, bangs it forward very quickly. They did keep 2 men forward. Here's De Bruyke. Samoan. It's a left footer who plays on the right-hand side. It's Cheng Meng. He's doing something similar as well. Both wide players have changed. A lot of inside-out football from Cambodia. A lot of changing of positions as well. Sinkakada, another left footer, operating on the right. Real fluidity of style. So Vissal running into trouble. De Bruyke. And Seroth out of his goal quickly. Bruyke did well to get his body between man and ball. Philippines showing good organisation. Spread wide by Gadia. This is Talarak. Gadia carried on his run. And it's not the worst ball in by Gadia, and I think he's got a right to expect one of his forwards to be in the penalty area. Sam Cheng. Checked. Uncompromisingly by Christian La Paz. Tola so often the starting point for moves. This time it's Hoyfalin. Chanchev. Tola. Long ball, searching ball over the top, finds Kikada. Fancy flicks from Kikada. And uncompromisingly taken out by a combination of Limbo. And I think it was Talarak. Yes, indeed it was. Good skills, he's looked sharp on the ball, Sinkakada. If Cambodia are able to find a cutting edge, they've clearly got creative players who might cause the bigger nations a problem or two. "15 minutes in, and Ray Joyal has made one fine save already, has to defend. Brack goes for goal. In the end, it's probably further wider than it looks from this angle. But Praktiva saw the goalkeeper, well, just take half a step to his left, and then he stepped right. Goalkeeper had his angles right. Kuban's header. It's worked out well. De Bruyke getting on the ball. Gadia. Talarak. Just too much on the cross from Richard Talarak. The target, though, was Gayoso. Javier Gayoso is a tall lad who'll hang on the far post. Hui. And it was taken on in his stride by Sinkakada. Oof. Just a little short from Brack. And very quickly in there was Dimitri Limbo. Limbo's turn. All the fancy tricks. That time it was Chanchev, but he's lost possession. And it's very close to his own penalty area. De Bruyke attacks. Nearly broke to Kubon. Oh, a dangerous challenge, and referee goes to his card. It's a yellow. Flying in was Joshua Gromon. Got the ball clean as a whistle, but clearly it's dangerous with the follow-through, and he's done well to make sure he's not been on the wrong end of an injury there. So Josh Gromon picks up a yellow card. Game restarts, and again, it's Cambodia who've absolutely bossed possession. Not been able to create an awful lot with it, just the one good chance. Really well saved by Ray Joyle. Coming the other way, this is Limbo. Limbo's flick, looking for Belgria. Nice reverse pass. Sok Somnang through on goal. Terrific challenge from Gromon. He's a big, strong lad, is Josh Gromon. Needs to be careful, though. He is on a yellow card. There he is once again. Goyoso, he leads the line for Philippines. They have put in together one or two careless passes at the back, Cambodia. And if they're not careful, Philippines will be able to take advantage of it. There's another one from Visal, which was just a little bit behind his man. And again, it looks very nice when there's no pressure on you. But if you're inaccurate when there is somebody pressing you, it could cause a problem. Here's Hoi Fallin. Long ball down the line. Sok will chase. Clarino. Did very well there, Clarino. Talarak. Long ball for Sok to chase. Clarino in control. And Ray Joyle completes the job. Nicely played. Fallin. Looking for the movement down the right-hand side, and there it was. It was Sam Samoan who was trying to get through. Ostensibly, it's a 3-4-3 for Cambodia, but the changing of positions, allowing one of the centre-backs to get forward, and a right midfielder just drops in. That's the impressive De Bruyker. When he's on the ball, Philippines look at their best. They've certainly got something about them. There's a three-man central defence. The two wide players are getting forward relatively well. They're matching Cambodia's 3-4-3 with their own 3-5-2. And Clarino, his foot was high. The referee just having a look at Sok Samnang to see how bad or if there was any damage. I don't think he's brandished a yellow. But he's caught him neck high, my word. A reluctant handshake from Sok. Cheng Meng strikes it forward. Again, De Bruyker is first to react ahead of Cheng Meng. Nice idea. Trying to release Goyoso, and it might still release Goyoso. There's one of those sloppy defensive passes. Sam Soen. And then a risky one across the face of their own goal, and Richard Talarek puts the pressure on. Picked up by Gadia. La Paz. Into Gadia once again. Limbo, sorry. Gadia. Flicked through, all on his own. Oh, who was picking up Goyoso? His first touch let him down. Three at the back is all well and good, so long as you can play it well. Malaysia discovering their long ball over the top can embarrass you sometimes, and Cambodia guilty there of not picking up the opposition centre forward just 12 yards out. Gadia has an energetic presence in midfield, and De Bruyker, good skills. Clears down the line. Goyoso will chase. But Nubtola will start over once again. Chanchav. Again, Cheng Meng is the man given the responsibility with the set play. And again, it's not the best. So in David. Cheng Meng the target, picked out by Kubon. Oh, and that's clearly a foul. David jumped so early, he was always going to collide with the Philippine. Goyoso beaten to the ball. Has he been able to force a throw-in or a corner? No is the answer. Nuptolo confidently plays that out to Simone. Into David. Chang Meng. David. Good pressure from Philippines. You wonder if they can keep up this kind of pace, but their hurrying and hustling is causing Cambodia a real problem or two. And again, the lax ball across the back. And now Philippines have cottoned onto that and are starting to press, but now coming the other way, Hoi Fallin. Blocked off by Clarino. Referee happy there's no foul by De Bruyker. And Gadia can find De Bruyker once again. Kubom. Gayoso. Kuichi. And then over the top from De Bruyker. For the first time we've seen Kuichi Belgria on the edge of the Cambodia penalty area. Showed one or two nice little tricks. Foul throw from Talarek. He was about 10 meters further forward from where the ball went out of play. La pass. Talarek. Not the tallest combination down that right-hand side. Richard Talarek's found Gadia. And now it's into a decent area. De Bruyker looking for and finding Kubom. De Bruyker again. But that will be easy enough for Seruth. There doesn't seem to be really a focal point for Philippines. Plenty of energy. Going forward, they're finding that the main striker, Gayoso, is being pulled wide an awful lot. And that means when the crosses do go in, there is nobody in there. Little bit of nonsense there from Christian Lapas. Nicely played by Kakada. Sok. Just seen one or two hints of Sok Samnang that he's got the ability to turn the opposite opponents on the edge of the penalty area, and that's when a corner for Cambodia. Julian Clarino very close. Brack's corner. Sok got in there ahead of Ray Joyle. Kakada. Gromman likes the physical side of things, and he does it well. And that's a good ball to Gayoso. But Gayoso's rather isolated. Still, Gayoso goes on. Into the side netting. Good attempt from Gayoso. It was Soy Visal who was over-covering. Well, the SEA Games, an opportunity for young players to maybe put themselves in the spotlight, and some of these Philippine lads will certainly be of interest to the Philippine league teams. Coach Marlon Morrow, not too thrilled about something. Still goalless, still the best chance fallen to Cambodia. But Philippines organised, disciplined, resilient, looking to break out quickly. And Ray Joyal behind them is an alert presence in goal for Philippines. They've not had an awful lot of joy at under-23 level, while we hear of all the improvements in the national team. They're looking to try to develop young, locally born players. But it's been a series of losses. They lost 8-0 to Japan in a recent qualifier. That was the AFC Under-23 Championships. They were in the same group as Cambodia. Cambodia beating them by 1-0, which always suggests that this might be relatively tight. So the Philippines lost 8-0 to Japan. They also had to play China PR before that. They had 3 matches losing in July in Japan, university sides. The last time they picked out a result was a goalless draw against Malaysia in Malacca, if I recall. That was in December 2016. Coming forward again, Roy Joyal quickly off his line. Well, Sok Somnang and Julian Carino not on the best of terms at the moment. Maybe a little bit of history. Well, there you're seeing Clarino just covering over. It's Clarino getting the way of Sok. And of course, Ray Joyal has to have his 2 penneth worth as well. Well, is that protecting your goalkeeper, or is it blocking the runner? Well, inadvertently, that proved to be a decent ball for Richard Talrock. Garrier couldn't keep it alive. Talrock still battling. Samoan. The heart of midfield, this is Chun Chanchev. And Hoi Falin, the 2 central midfielders, almost, well, they're the 2 furthest players back. Hoi Falin being closed down. Maybe that's one of the problems that Cambodia so keen to play the ball out that so many players are in the wrong position. Changing the angle, Nuptola. Kinkada. Like the look of Kinkada. And then a flag for offside against Braktiva, which is careless. Late call from Soreth. Defender was right to deal with it, Soy Visal. It's not working for Brack at the moment. Ever since he missed that one-on-one, saved by Ray Joyal, his touches have let him down, his corners haven't hit the mark. It's clearly a player who Cambodia rely upon to make chances. The assistant referee dropped his flag. Cambodia trying to play on, tried to take advantage, didn't work out like that. Good strength being shown there by La Paz. Cayoso's header. Nice little dummy by Talarak. And they might have a man over, De Bruyker. Kincard's got himself out of a difficult situation. Sok. Again, Clarino very, very tight to the Cambodia number 9. He's clearly got him marked down as a danger man, Clarino. It's not a bad challenge, it's just a clumsy challenge. Sok Somnang knows he's going to have to work hard to get away from the big number 11, Clarino. Another free kick opportunity for Cheng Meng. Ooh, he was trying to pick out the late run. It's a good late run as well by the captain. Soy Visal, the captain's armband around his wrist now rather than around his shirt. Good footballing skills shown by the coach Vittorini there. Joyal clearly aiming for the touchlines, doesn't want the ball to be in the middle of the pitch and coming straight back at him. Cheng Meng looks for Sok. Nearly tried to wrap his foot around it, did Sok Somnang. Unable to. 5 minutes to go before the half-time whistle. Still Cambodia 0, Philippines 0. Not much between them. Best chance falling to Cambodia. Excellent save by keeper Joyal. Talarak, his tackle, but also his throw-in. Another of those cross your own penalty area passes. Soy Visal comes forward. Cheng Meng carries on his run. Kinkada. Sin finds Samoan. Again, plenty of blue shirts in the penalty area. Joel will have an uncontested jump. He seems to take offense at everything, does Joel. This is Braktiva. Again, he's been caught offside, Brak. Twice now, very careless. I mean, he's clearly just not been busy enough to take the 5 or 6 steps to get onside, and then that puts him in a good position. All part of the learning process, I assume. Joel again kicks to the width, to the wide parts. Limbo couldn't keep it alive. But generally, Philippines will be happy with how they've been able to contain Cambodia. And maybe it'll be the ability to get something going themselves. La Paz wrapped on the ankles. It's not been a thriller, but both teams have tried to play football the right way. They're clearly young teams, well coached. Cambodia trying to get forward a bit more. Philippines happy to contain and hit on the break through De Bruyke and Javier Gayoso. Is there something, though, just before half-time? Samoan onto the tricky Sin Kakada. Getting no joy out of Josh Grommen, who picked up a yellow card but has otherwise been outstanding for Philippines. Limbo leaves it for Talarak. Gets a second chance, Richard Talarak. He's got Gayoso in the penalty area. Needs to get the cross in. Limbo's there. Well, that's well defended by Cambodia. 2 lads out on the left, and then they've given the ball away. Cheng Meng. He then gives the ball away, so having defended well on a couple of occasions, they've then defended badly. Cheng Meng finds Insu David. Final 60 seconds of this first half. And Clarino, he's been dominant at the back. And there's a chance here for Gayoso to maybe get a shot away. Gayoso is blocked off by Soy Visal. And they'll hustle to get this corner kick taken. But the long ball over the top. And Visal doing as the centre man of the back three should do. Well, the covering man. Koichi Bagheera. 3-4 to aim for. Clarino wins the header. Second ball by Soy Visal. And that'll be the last kick of a match in which both teams have done their best to play football. Cambodia have had more of the ball, probably the best chances, certainly the best chance. Well saved by Roy Joel to deny Braktiva. Braktiva has been bright. In Kakada has threatened down the left-hand side. Cheng Meng's free kick have caused the odd problem. But otherwise, the organised Philippines with a three-man defence and five in midfield have kept the more expansive Cambodians at bay at half-time in this SEA Games Group B clash at the Selayang Stadium in Kuala Lumpur. It is Cambodia 0, the Philippines 0. Players emerging for the second half of this SEA Games Group B match between Cambodia and the Philippines, taking place at the Selayang Stadium, just to the north of Kuala Lumpur. Goalless in the first 45 minutes. Braktiva with the one real clear opening for Cambodia. Really well saved by Joel in the Philippines goals. Philippines have been disciplined and organised, have tried to break out on occasion. No changes at half-time, so let me quickly talk you through the lineups for Philippines. They're playing a 3-5-1-1 formation, I suppose. They've got Joel in goal, a back three of Lapas, Clarino and Grommen. Wide right is Talaruk, wide left is Kubon. The holding midfielder is Gadia, to the right of him Limbo, to the left De Bruyke. And De Bruyke is the main man to get in support of Koichi Belgria and Javier Gayoso, who are the two front runners. For Cambodia, three internationals at the back, Seruth in goal, and the back three of Simon Pido, Nubtola and Soy Visal. Chun Chanchev and Hoi Falin in the heart of midfield, Cheng Meng down the left, Inso David down the right. Sok Somnang leading the front three with King Kakada on the left and Braktiva to his right. It'll be Philippines in the red to get us underway in this second half. Long ball easily picked up by Samoan. In fact, there has been a change for Cambodia. They brought on their impressive central midfielder. We'll just see him in the blonde hair in just a moment. Cheng Paul Roth, 20 years of age now. There he is on the ball, Cheng, and he's played a dangerous ball, and it might result in a goal. Second chance blazed over the top by De Bruyke. But Cheng Paul Roth's first involvement as substitute for Cambodia was an awful ball across the front of his back foot. And first you had Gayoso and then De Bruyke. What is he thinking? It's Belgria first, actually. Good save. And then belted over when De Bruyke just needed to show a little bit of composure. Done well to keep that alive. Talaruk couldn't keep it alive. I'm assuming it's not been confirmed, but Chanchev doesn't seem to be out there. And Cheng Paul Roth is just going into that central midfield role. It has been something that Cambodia have done an awful lot, play the ball across their own defence. Here's De Bruyke, who had the chance to open the scoring for Philippines. Belgria, De Bruyke. Gayoso ahead of him. Gayoso watching the line, puts a decent ball in. Talarok. That's better from Cheng Paul Roth. That's the energy he's been asked to bring to Cambodia. It's a good ball to Sok Somnang. Somnang with Cheng in support. But there's nobody else really getting up there. Now Brack is there and Cheng is dispossessed. Gadia. Energetic from Gadia. These two teams looking exactly what they are. Eager, energetic, young lads. Now trying to impress. That again is a risky ball across. And then that's loose from Nubtola. They are just asking for trouble. Belgira. Blocked by Soy Visal. Gayoso. Above Belgira. But still chasing. Energetic opening 5 minutes. Limbo. Easy enough for Insa David. Now Sok being asked to chase, but Clarino will have the legs to get over. And the throw-in goes to Cambodia. There's a line between trying to play attractive football and being confident playing the ball across your own penalty area. Committing football suicide, and Cambodia are close to crossing that line. Insa David, nicely played. Hui, Sok. Sok with a second chance. Cheng Meng. He lets Sok take on the ball. And this is a good run from Limbo. Limbo, if he looks up, he's got Gayoso at the far post, but he's won a corner, which is better than nothing. Didn't believe, I think, that he could get past Soy Visal. First corner for Philippines. It's going to be curled in by the left foot of Gayoso. Nicely curled and put away. Philippines have scored through Kubon. Now then, Raymar Kubon from the corner has given the Philippines the lead, that their energy and enterprise in the second half has been rewarded for. It's a good ball curled in by Gayoso. Nobody in front of him. That's basic ABC, poor defending. Soy Visal beaten to the ball. And when it's down low like that, Umseruth has no real chance. Kubon's header, Philippines in the lead. Well, this was not on the agenda for Leonardo Vittorini. He was hoping that Philippines would be a gentle opener en route to a place in the semi-finals. Now, if Cambodia are to progress, they've only got 40 minutes to break down a stubborn and very organised Philippines. Hoi Falin. Again, runs into trouble, Braktiva. So Visal having problems dealing with Gayoso. Brak. And then Sok Somnang unable to get on the end of a quarter chance. Earlier on today, Vietnam 4-0 winners over Timor-Leste at this same Selayang Stadium. Comfortable it was, 3-0 at half-time. Comfortable start for Vietnam. 1 each at Shah Alam between Indonesia and the defending champions Thailand, and the flag has stayed down and Gayoso is onside. Gayoso, difficult angle. The back three-quarter a little bit flat, but there's plenty of pace there. Well, Sinkakada's come off, Son Van Deth is on. Now, for the Philippines, it's a case, I think, of how are the fitness levels. The Cambodian boys, for the most part, play in national squads and in the National League. Oh, that's careless once again. Gosh, they've been careless throughout this first 55 minutes. Loose passes just behind the man, lack of control. No marking at the corner either. Here's the new man, Son Van Deth. Cheng Polroth. Rather swiping at the shot. Hoi Falin. Good closing down there by Gadia. The effort coming from Insu David. This is Braktiva. Still Brak. There's more desire from the Philippines, although they've lost the ball at the edge of the penalty area. Hoi Falin. Looking for the cross. It's a good cross. And well dealt with. Joshua Cromon it was who got the first header in. Cheng Polroth. And the third and final change, Nuptola replaced by Chumpisa. Chum's gone straight into that centre-back role. Coming the other way in, so David might still break. Brak. A worrying moment as it dropped out the sky for Joel. Insu David taking on 1, 2, 3 players. Important challenge coming in from La Paz. There's a Philippines player down injured. Now, Philippines are unhappy that Cambodia didn't stop. They certainly don't have to. It's up to the match referee to decide if the game should stop or not. It's the goal scorer. Raymond Kuban who's down. Referee Nago instantly indicates that the watch is being stopped. Here's his goal though. He may be injured now, but gosh, he doesn't even have to attack the ball. He can wait for it. He's got ahead of Soy Visal. There's nobody in front of the front man. And that is basic ABC poor marking from Cambodia. Well, Kuban to be replaced by Balabat. In the meantime, there's a free kick for Cambodia, trailing by a 1-0, approaching the hour. Again, left to Cheng Meng. Not the greatest ball in, but it's deflected off the breaker for a corner kick for Cambodia. Well, the keeper came and claimed and then got interfered with by his own player. Philippines come away with the ball though. Soy Visal into David. Now plenty of Cambodia players forward now, and Philippines are just going to have to make sure they're cool, calm and collected as Balabat gets his first involvement. Hoi Falin, referee plays an advantage after the foul by Gayoso. Cheng Meng. No-look pass from Cheng Polroth. Chumpisa tries to force it through. Grommen with the clearance. Chum again. Brack and Chum combining. It's behind Brack. Into David, then beaten to the challenge. No contact. And breaking away now is Limbo. All a little bit frantic from Cambodia. Hoi Falin. Case in point. Tried the fancy outside of the foot pass and it didn't come off. Now coming forward, that was Belguera. Onto De Bruyke, Belguera. Crunching challenge. Well, if the first half was a little bit tepid, this has certainly got a lot more about it. Brack trying to take the ball on in his own stride. Didn't work. A lot of what Cambodia are trying is not working. Cheng Polroth. Confident in his own ability. Cheng Meng. Polroth's carried on his run. That's easily picked off. Hui Falin. Little dink over the top. This is Samoyan. Samoyan comes all the way to Brack, and Brack's control lets him down. He did well to get the better of Balabat, and that could well be a weakness for the Philippines. Kubon was solid on that left-hand side. Balabat looks at this stage a little bit overawed by the occasion since he came on. Belguera. Gayoso. Gayoso. Plenty of power in that left foot from Gayoso. Brack. Son. Well, he couldn't find a way through a brick wall called Julian Clarino. Chumpisa. Now the change is on. A good effort by Limbo. Now the work he started has got to be continued. Roberto Kasame Jr., student at Aurelio University. Chun just tugged back. Again, trying to get on with it quickly, but look at how careless it remains from Cambodia. Cheng Polroth is a good player, but since he's come on, he's hardly put a pass right. And in many ways, it looks like Cambodia turned up expecting to win, despite a recent close game against Philippines. And it's all about desire. Lovely spin and turn. Belguera it was who nearly found a way through. Kasame closes down. And again, the energy is there. Look at that. Gadia has not stopped all day. And the number 3 then trundles back into his central midfield role. And good blocking that time from La Paz. All in all, good job well done by the Philippines so far. Long way to go. A lot can happen in 23 minutes. The first thing that's got to happen is Cambodia have got to change their attitude. Handball against Kusame Jr. Cheng Meng. Cleverly done by Soi Visal. Bit of space. Maybe Sok Somnang can run at Clarino. Well, he can. But Clarino, helped by his co-defenders, just able to clear his lines, and Kusame Jr. has kept the ball alive. He's got Gayoso in the penalty area. De Bruyke. Where's the support for De Bruyke? It's a bit early to be heading into the corners. Attempted little give and go. None of this is working for Cambodia, who still trail to that headed goal. Raymond Kubon early in the second half. Big effort by Richard Talarock. Terrific effort indeed. That just shows the attitude of Philippines. It was one he had no right to chase. Here's Sok. Still Sok Somnang. Thinks of the shot, Sok Somnang. Well, he's 30 yards out by the time he hits it. He's got to hit it really well to get the better of Joel. In goal, Joel's had a good game. His confidence will be high. He's moving well. Final 20 minutes. Fitness questions for Philippines. Gadia, he looks full of running, as does Kusame Jr., as does De Bruyke. Gayoso went for the near post, needed the save from Seruth. It's a good effort. It might have been floating wide. But Seruth, wise not to gamble. A second for the Philippines would make life incredibly difficult for Cambodia. But that corner has gone out and in, so if there is a second, it's not going to come from this corner kick. Samon Pido. Coming short is Sun Van Deth. Cheng Polreth. Chang Meng into the quietened Braktiva. Philippines very deep, but that's well played by Balgira. On the long ball, Gayoso would have been offside and is whistled for offside. Sun ran into a couple of players. So Visal, the latest to see yellow. His frustration is just beginning to impact Cambodia. And so Visal has gone up front. Let's see what Paul Roth's delivery is like. Well, the Paul Roth delivery is an interesting one. But same result, it ends up in the safe gloves of Joel. Hard and low, and just trying to scoop it in was Sok Som Nang. Incredibly difficult skill, but worth the effort. De Bruyker. De Bruyker! Side netting. That dipped and swerved. Time running short for Cambodia and more carelessness this time from Soy Visal. It has been a feature of their performance. Casual, almost expecting to turn up and win. And there's another situation where Philippines just want the ball more. Gayoso, De Bruyker. Chang Paul Roth. Kasame doing excellent work. Paul Roth carries on his run. But Clarino it is who picks him off. There's a man down. It is De Bruyker, I believe. No stretcher, but he will be told to just head off the field of play. He's been good, Dylan De Bruyker. Chang Meng gets on with the throw-in quickly. Brack, lovely ball from Brack, and just runs away from Son Van Deth. His touch needed to be surer. Well, the renaissance of Philippines on the international stage is being replicated by the next crop of Philippine lads. Difference with these is they're all locally born or predominantly locally born. De Bruyker coming off. Jeremiah Bolongan coming on. Bolongan, part of the Kaya team, who are doing well in the league at the moment. Cheng loses out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official attendance for today's match is 390.50.
Sok Somnang, well, he jumped early, but jumped illegally. Although he won the ball, he jumped into La Paz. And it's been a tough night for Sok. He came to Kuala Lumpur with a bit of a reputation burgeoning. Oi Fallon. Chang. That was Insa David who couldn't keep the ball alive. They'll need to look at themselves really closely after this game, Cambodia. Because for all the admirable qualities of the Philippines, Cambodia really have not turned up. Not yet, anyway. Braktiva. Insa David. Cheng was lining up a shot. Cheng Polreth, a needless little tug on the shirt. Oh, ouch. Gadia taking a real smack in the chops there. He had pulled back. That's why Cheng... There was a little tug on the shirt there, and Cheng, oof, karate chops him. Lucky to get away with only a free kick there. But that man in shot, Gadia, Daniel Gadia, a real contender for man of the match. Great energy. Both ends of the pitch. Balabat just does enough. Cheng. Cheng Meng. Braktiva. Well, he found the angle, but couldn't find the net. And his miss in the first half, should say it was a save, but it takes on more and more importance the longer this game goes on. Braktiva, that's a position he will have loved to have been in. Brak's header. Picked up though by Kasame. Oh, Kasame is brutally taken out by Chumpisa. No option but a yellow card there for Chum. He joins Soy Visal. No, that was Kasame willing to run at the back four. There wasn't a need because Soy Visal was covering. Chumpisa picks up the yellow. Gayoso. We've seen that he's got power in this left foot of his. Bottom corner, what a strike! Philippines have a 2-goal lead. And it wasn't Gayoso, it was instead Koichi Belgira. Over a wall that didn't jump. And although Unsero got a hand to it, it still went in. Oh, the Wool Ducks The wall parts. Have a look at this. Oh my word. Cambodia, architects of their own downfall. Turned away from the ball, Cheng Meng. Oh, that's straight through Cheng Meng, straight through the wall and into the bottom corner. Koichi Belgira will celebrate, Philippines will celebrate. But what a dreadful goal to concede for Cambodia. And it could get worse. Kasame looks for and finds an offside Gayoso. Belgira has been a hard worker. And this is all about attitude, this game. Philippines simply had more desire. And they've got a free kick there as well. This is Balabat, the substitute left back. Just the kicking foot was hooked away. That can be more painful than it looks because you're kicking the bottom of the opponent's studs. Talarak. Not sure that ever came in. Richard Talarak hoping for the chance to take it again, which he will get. Bersama, strong and belligerent. And it's the Filipino boys again. We just want it more. Happy to put their bodies on the line. Going to need a remarkable turnaround. 2 second-half goals. One early, one late. Both well executed, but eminently defendable. Samoan, Sok, fine save. Sok Somnang found some space and Ray Joyle has denied him with a good tip over. That time it was the diminutive Som Vandeth who found himself in space but unable to get a header on target. It's all a bit frantic for Cambodia. Could well be in a losing cause. They don't look exactly thrilled, but I'm sure inside Well, now the thrill you can see. De Bruyker and the reserve goalkeeper. There's a red card, a straight red. He'd already had a yellow. Chumpisa. And a dreadful day for Cambodia. If it could get even worse, just did. He's reacted. It's Gadia. He was blocking as well. Yeah, he was making life difficult. But the forearm from Chumpisa produced not just a second yellow, but a straight red, which means that he will be missing definitely from the next game, probably from the next two. And Cambodia, oh, what a sour night for them. Yeah, Gadia's holding, but look at that forearm smash. And referee Nago right there, and absolutely quite right to brandish the red card. Chang Meng. Soy Visal. Still Soy. Brack. And now the red shirts can break. They've got a 3-on-3 break here. In fact, they've got more coming forward. Kasame. Still Kasame Jr., still Kasame Jr. He enjoyed that. His teammates enjoyed that. Not too sure they would have been so thrilled if it was 0-0. But the first upset of the SEA Games 2017 on the cards as Cambodia, a strong Cambodia, full of national players, international players. They are trailing 2-0 to a relatively inexperienced Philippines side. Josh Grommen down injured. Cambodia carrying on. And they'll pick up a free kick. Grommen cramp-ridden. And the yellow card for kicking the ball away from Geoso. And players sometimes make the referee's job very, very easy. It is a foul. There's a tug back. And then Geoso goes, if we stay with it, well, just off the ball. Referee sees him kick the ball away. Javier Agustin Geoso. Now, if Cambodia can score from here, make for a tense last 5 minutes. Cheng, touch over by Joel once again. Good clean strike from Cheng Polreth. Brack. Now there's a chance, off the post. It is not Cambodia's night. And it's Sok Samnang, the very man you'd want it to fall to. Good first touch, cool finish, but strikes the post. Well, Joel's made some good saves. They've had a bit of fortune here. In fact, Joel's made 3 very good saves, one in the first half in particular. Yeah, there's what it means. There's the frustration. There's the latest action. Not exactly textbook and possibly a little bit late on the tip over, but he's deserved just a little bit of fortune, as Ray Joyle. Well, Cheng Polroth came on at half-time and he was meant to make a difference. Well, he has. His team were level at half-time, 2-0 down now. And it could be even worse. Kasame Jr. Passes Cheng Meng. And that's deflected just wide. Belgira couldn't get there, Kasame couldn't get there. In the end, it's a good tackle by Polroth. But a dishevelled, disorganised, lacklustre Cambodia have got all they deserve today. Balabat. Cheng Meng. Raktiva on to Polroth. They came out in a very lacklustre manner in this second half, Cambodia. Were punished by the first goal. Didn't really create anything worthwhile. And then were punished by a poor second goal. All the while, Gadia has been leading the rearguard, well supported by Clarino and Lapas and Gromont behind him. Gayoso has led the line well. Belgira offered good support. All round, a good effort. And behind them all, Ray Joyle has had an evening to remember. Again, Cheng Polroth might fancy this. Cheng hits it. And goalkeeper Joyle smothers the ball to put the exclamation point on a personal performance that must rank as one of the best of his career. Assured, strong, aggressive, spectacular. Brack. Son van Deth. Referee has a look at the watch and blows the final whistle. And the Philippines can celebrate a famous SEA Games victory. The next generation proved that there is something to work on for the Philippines. A very disappointed Leonardo Vittorini will look at his Cambodia charges and just say to them, this was a game that we could and should have won, and we have thrown away. Philippines players delighted on the bench. They earned their good fortune. Kubon with the opening goal, a header. Raymar Kubon unmarked, 5 minutes into the second half. There he is, still icing an ankle that he hurt. And then late on, a free kick from Koichi Belgira that went over a static wall and beyond a stranded goalkeeper, followed by a red card for Cambodia and their substitute Chumpisa. Cambodia also hit the post and forced some decent late saves from man of the match Ray Joyal. But in the end, this is a triumph for Philippines and back to the drawing board for a lackluster and overconfident Cambodia. At the Selayang, it has finished. Cambodia 0, Philippines 2.